Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm in another pickle with a Briggs & Stratton snowblower, and if you've already guessed it, parts are unavailable. Now the parts that are unavailable is the impeller bearing and the impeller. The impeller was bent, somebody bent it, so I managed to bend it back. However, I did have to sacrifice the bearing from the impeller when I removed it because it was extremely seized on there. And as luck would have it, it is back ordered. So I do have a solution here. And again, this is where a good old trusty lathe will come in handy if you have one in the shop. So this bearing that I have in my hands here is not the bearing that was there. The bearing that was on there is all destroyed because it was seized. However, this MTD bearing here fits perfectly in the hole. Then the cover goes on here to hold it. Perfect. Except that the inside diameter is a bit smaller, so it will not go on the impeller shaft. As you can see, it's pretty tight. And because there's a lip on the inner race of this bearing here, I am able to put it in the lathe and with a boring bar go in and enlarge the hole. So that's what I'll be doing with this bearing today. And I'll be putting this part in the chuck. This is what's holding the bearing. The inner race is what I'm working on, so it's perfect. Make sure she's tight on all three holes here. Now I'm just using a small boring bar here with a carbide tip on it. Now you have to be careful with these boring out bearings because the metal is extremely hard. You can easily break the carbides here. So what I'm going to do today to try to prevent that is just going with small slivers at a time, and I will be spinning the lathe fast. Not too fast, but I think around 500 RPMs. I will put a lot of oil or Cool Cut from Walter. It's cutting grease. Here it is. Just going to spread it on the inside. You can also use cutting oil as well. This is basically cutting oil, but in a paste. I'm going to measure the shaft here. So it's about 19 or 20 mils. And you can see the inside of my bearing is 18.70, so just about 19 millimeters. So I have about a full millimeter to remove from inside that bearing. So you might notice when you watch the video, it looks like this thing is spinning like crazy. That's because sometimes I do speed up the video so you don't have to watch for a really long time for a part to be turned or brought to proper size. If I do speed up the video, I will put an X and a number beside to show you how many times I've sped up the video. So that's a very thin sliver that's been taken off. I'm probably going to have to do that another 5-10 times. So you can see there is some material coming off, but very little at a time. If I don't do it this way, guys, I end up busting all my carbide cutters. And here's some other ones here. You can see right at the tip there that it's chipped. That's when you get too greedy and you want to bite off too much to get the job done quicker. Okay, let's check here before I get in too far. 1840. I'm looking to get at about 19, almost 20 millimeters. So I've got quite a ways to go here. And I've done about 4 or 5 passes already. So we're cutting in there. It seems like it's taking forever, but it's because I'm taking so little at a time. And let's measure that bearing. We are extremely close. Okay, will it fit, guys? It is hot in my hands. Let's see. Perfect. And it's tight on there, it's not loose. Now I'm really glad that I could get this bearing to fit because I could not find one anywhere. And I managed to save my cutter here, did not even chip. This is the edge right here that it was cutting with. And again, as I mentioned, these are cheap. Once I get better on this machine, I will buy better cutters for sure. Now, anybody watching here, I appreciate all your constructive comments. If you have any ideas or comments to give me here to help me out to get better on this thing, please comment below. I really appreciate it. And again, look at how smooth that is on the shaft. One last tip I want to share today with you guys. Make sure to use anti-seize. I know I preach that all the time here in my videos, but it would definitely have saved the original bearing if they put some at the factory. And here it is now installed on the snowblower. Perfect fit, guys. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope the video has helped you. And again, if you can invest in getting a lathe for your shop, I highly recommend you do that. It is a lifesaver, guys. I don't know how I managed before in my shop without a lathe, especially when you cannot get parts for certain machines like the Briggs & Stratton snowblowers. So please like the video and share it with your friends, and make sure you're subscribed, and you can see me in my next video. Have a great day.